folks, and welcome back to my allotment. My name's Chris and this is Garden on the Green. Come back down here this week, been down a few times now, managing to get the allotment tidied up. If you've been watching any of the previous videos, you'll have noticed that it was full of weed. Managed to get down now and start clearing it. I've cut a lot of the weed back, cut the grass down, and it's now looking more manageable. So I'll give you a quick look around in a moment. Okay, once I got down here, I had a good look around and made a start on digging over one of my beds. Whilst doing so, I noticed that my potatoes were looking a little bit unhealthy. I've had an outbreak of blight at home. I've had to cut the tops off and dispose of those today, and looking like some of the potatoes down here were going the same way. So I've done just that. I've cut the tops off and left the tubers in the ground, so hopefully they'll be okay. They're not very big, so we're not going to get a massive harvest this year, but better to get the leaves off, the plants off, before they affect the tubers. Okay, as promised, I'll do a quick plot tour. There's not really much to see, but we'll have a look around and you can see hopefully there's been a slight improvement in the plot. So I'll just turn the camera around so you're not looking at my ugly mug anymore, and let's see the allotment. Okay, so this is the plot looking back from the gate. So I'm just walking backwards now to the gate. So we've got the compost area over here. It's looking a bit overgrown still, but it is only just the rubbish going in there. And this part here was where the fruit trees are. Was very overgrown, and I managed to now cut that back. It's looking much better. So we'll start off with the fruit trees. We'll call it the orchard. We've got a plum tree which really hasn't done very well. I'm not really sure what to do with it. It's always looked sad. I was hopeful this year that we might get something. We had quite a lot of blossom on it, but never came to anything, and it's always looking quite sad. The leaves have always got these little holes in, so any of you viewers know what it is, be interested to know. I've not found anything on the leaves, so be interested to know. The tree itself never looks that healthy. It's a Victoria plum. Over here, one of the pear trees looks great, but has got about 2 pears on it. So there's one. The trees themselves have only been in for, this will be the 3rd year I think, so they're not that well established, so not really expecting much of them. They're more of a long-term project. And we've got another small pear tree here. I have once cut this off down the bottom. It's off a graft, I think. The graft's growing up, but this one does have a pear on it, and look, actually looks like a pear. So we're going to hopefully keep hold of that one. Oh, I've just spotted another one in there. Another pear. A pair of pears, if there is such a thing. The fruit cage is looking good. Sam came in here at the weekend and started weeding, so you can actually now start to see inside. We'll go in quickly. There's one of the cherry trees, got a few cherries on. So hopefully we'll be harvesting some of those fairly soon. Chuckleberries we've got coming. They're probably ripe now, so we'll be harvesting those in a few days. The joster berries got the odd one. Not really many on here, so I need to investigate why. I suspect because we didn't prune it back properly. So the autumn fruiting raspberries going mad. Something crawling up my leg. The autumn fruiting raspberries going mad, as are the summer fruiting, although they've kind of gone over now. There are a few still on here, so let's bring the camera. So there's a nice one there, so let's have a look at that. So let's have a try of that and see. Delicious. And there's another cherry tree at the back here. It's getting a bit overgrown. and has actually got quite a lot of branches on it, so I think that's one for pruning in the autumn or spring, or whenever you prune cherry trees. So let's just close the cage. So apologies for the glare. Well, actually I'm not going to apologise, this is taken on my phone and it's a non-professional YouTube video, so this is what it is. So we've got flower bed, so we've got some crocosmia. Oh look, there's me. Hi, my shadow. Crocosmia, got some dahlias. These are just brought in from home to brighten up the plot and also to hopefully attract some insects in. So we're at the opposite end of the plot now. We've got some climbing beans. These are Blauhild. These are left over from home. We've got I think this is a spaghetti squash that Rhea planted at Cubs. So we've got that growing there. We've got some onions, some courgettes, which are doing great. So let's go and have a look at these courgettes. I spotted a large one when I arrived. So here we are. Oh, look at that. Courgette season is upon us. So I'll have to twist that off. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Broad beans in the no dig bed now come to an end. They're all harvested and in the freezer at home. Coming round to the shed and the seating area, still a bit untidy. We are getting there, barking it slowly. The idea here is to bark up to this sort of line here, and then over here we're going to put some raised beds in for the kids to grow what they want to grow, and then bark all in between. So this will all be barks and raised beds. Wildflowers here, so at some point we'll be taking those out, either transplanting them or taking the seeds to transplant into the wildflower bed. Potatoes, these are the ones that I cut off earlier, and one of the weedy beds that I'm gradually getting through. It's hard going, particularly if you've got a bad back. More potatoes. These ones are looking slightly healthier, although there is one or two that look like they've got blight, so I'll get in there soon and cut those out. And more spaghetti squash, and a few sunflowers which are just brought in from home, looking a bit sad, but hopefully they'll catch up, and some sweet corn. So all in all, looking quite good. Really pleased with how things are looking at the moment. It's been a weird year, temperature wise, weather wise, and we've been very busy at home with the open garden. So now we can crack on with the allotment. It's getting towards the end of the season as far as sowing is concerned. There's still plenty to chuck in. All the brassicas I've got growing in pots and seed trays at home, bursting out of those, ready to go in. So as soon as we've got some beds freed up here, they can go in. Okay, one last plant I'm quite proud of. This is our grapevine. This is doing very well. It's climbing up the trellis, and we've even got, if I can show you, if I can find some tiny, oh, where are we? There we go. Tiny grapes. So no massive crop this year, but hopefully in a couple of years time that will have worked its way around, and we'll get some grapes off. Anyway, that's enough of me wittering on. So until next time, this is Chris from Garden on the Green. We'll hopefully see you soon, and happy gardening.